Hi, my name is Yasmin and I'm one of the counsellors from Bravehearts. Over the last 2.5 years now, I've seen some amazing children and families go through that process. When they first come to see us, they've usually disclosed about sexual assault. They've often had to go through something very confronting, like talking to the police about what has happened. And a lot of them have very mixed up feelings. They're very angry, they're very confused, but most of all, they feel really isolated and really alone. It's not just the victims themselves that go through this experience, it's their parents, it's often their siblings, and it can be a very confusing and difficult time for them. That's where we come in. We see the children, we support their parents, we try to help them by educating them about some of the behaviours that they can expect, but the most important thing is that we let them know that they're not alone and that what they're feeling is perfectly normal. We try to make it fun and exciting. We work with art therapy, we play in the sand, and we let the children know that they're allowed to feel angry and they're allowed to feel sad. And most of all, we also let them know that what happened wasn't their fault. Bravehearts is brilliant in terms of supporting young children, adolescents, the parents. We have a really holistic approach in how we work, and we try to be flexible as well in the methods that we use. All the counsellors are really well experienced. They have backgrounds in psychology or counselling, and we also provide in-house training just to make sure that we're up to date and to be as effective as we can. We really need your help and your support. It costs an average about $650 to have a child commence counselling and go through that process with us. We see an average of about 80 kids a week, so we really need your help. One of the most important things that I've learned is that our children are amazingly resilient, and that even though this is such a hideous, terrible crime, and sometimes it can feel really hopeless and like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, a lot of these kids just recover so well if they're believed and if they're supported. We know that the best outcome for these children is when that first response is a positive response, when they're believed, when someone lets them know that it's not their fault, and when we can let them know that they're going to be okay. On average, it takes about 12 months for these trauma symptoms to then lessen and eventually go away. So there is hope for these families, there is hope for these children, and some of them do remarkably well and they have brilliant outcomes. They can be happy, confident and beautiful young adults and parents later in life. There's absolutely no need to keep that silence and that shame and that guilt. We need to shift that responsibility where it belongs, which is with the offenders and not the children and not the family. So please help us out. We do need your support so we can continue providing this amazing service for all the children out there in Australia that are so brilliantly brave to disclose about what has happened and no longer keep that secret.